Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can't hear you though, your mic's on mute.
Really?
Yeah, today should be a beautiful day, maybe the most beautiful day of the week. Right now it is 51 degrees. We are shooting for a high today of 81 with sunshine showers on Friday. Yesterday's high was 77.
Felt like summer yesterday. I played golf, like most people did yesterday. Oh, it was so nice. It was almost, it was hot.
I didn't play golf yesterday. Brandon, did you play golf yesterday?
No.
No, I think you're the only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like most people.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not like I took the day off work. I teed off at 4:30. Yeah, jeez.
Nice.
I didn't know I was going to get eviscerated by the staff today for playing golf once a week at 4:30.
Are you in a league?
I might be in a couple leagues. Are you?
No.
Well, I'm in leagues for everybody here. That's why.
Yesterday, on the top of the Jackson County Tower building, the mom peregrine falcon hatched 4 of her babies. So right now there are 4 baby falcons nesting on the top of the county tower building.
Are we going to do the thing where we name them?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you name a falcon?
Kevin.
So there is a...
I don't know. Someone said that they wanted your name to be one. Bart the Falcon.
Bart the Falcon. There are cell phone or camera. There's a video camera.
Very good.
Trained on the falcons on the county.
A live stream
That's
on
what I
the
was,
Falcons.
That's what I was
Yes.
looking for.
Very good.
Yeah.
Let's. Should we take a look at our live stream? Let's take a look at our weather outside for hometown heating, cooling, and more. Jackson College off in the distance, and not much wind. It looks like.
Nope.
Wow. Very good. Very good. Yeah,
Yes.
someone is doing some morning leaves.
Vandercook.
Yeah, some morning leaves, but it is a beautiful day. Wow.
Yep. You can burn leaves in Summit Township.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you definitely can without a permit, no problem. I was around a lot of water yesterday. I was at M&K. No, I didn't find any water on the golf course. I was at M&K jetting, and then I was at the new wastewater treatment plant. and that I had never
The
even,
Leone wastewater?
Yes, I had never been by that, and I took a picture of David Barker there. You can see him too. We'll have more photos on our website later on, but yeah, it was a dedication of upgrades to the 3 million gallon per day membrane bioreactor that services the township and 12 other communities. We got to see the plant improvements. It was $11.8 million project, which replaced the existing flat plate membrane bioreactor with a hollow fiber ultrafiltration technology.
Was I there? That looks like me from the
You
back.
were not. So it was very loud. There was a loud humming coming from and residents did not like it, but there's also a lot of other great things that are happening, and you should see the water coming out.
Is it clear?
From when it comes in to when it comes out, it's crazy. Yeah, it's beautiful. So
Yes, the latest in making our whole community have wonderful water.
yeah, this is it's a big deal, but yeah, one thing I learned that if this hadn't been done, big problems, very very big problems, like backups at the houses and things like that. So all is well.
The distracted driving laws are going to be likely strengthened. The Michigan Senate yesterday voted to ban drivers in the state from using or holding cell phones while operating their vehicles. And the bills have already passed the House. Now that they've passed the Senate, they're going to go to the governor. And Bobby Letty, the governor's spokesman, said that the governor will sign them. But not right now. She's in Austria.
You are so focused on this distracted driving thing. It makes me think that you don't like distracted drivers.
I don't like distracted.
You really don't.
I really don't like distracted drivers.
You don't. What happens if you're with one of your sons and they accidentally look at their email in the car while they're driving? You freak out.
I freak out.
You freak out.
Well, you know why? Last year, there were 16,543 crashes in Michigan involving a distracted driver.
How many of that a day? How many of those in a day?
Well, there's one death a week.
Jeez.
59 deaths, according to the Michigan State Police. So, yes. Could go into effect as early as June 30th.
Okay. Well, it will not apply to me because I follow the law. Or the future law. I tried to stay up and watch the Lakers game last night. It was halftime at like 11:22, and I had to go to bed. I don't know one person that is staying up and watching these games.
Well, in case you didn't, the Lakers and the Heat, they both had a chance to close out their series, both 3-1, but they failed. Knicks and the Warriors are still alive.
Yeah,
So.
it's just crazy how late these games are.
Yeah, it goes until July.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of people were watching the CNN town hall.
Oh, you were telling me about this, but you know when I golf, I immediately don't care for news. But what happened?
Right.
How was
it was
the?
as you expected. It was,
Just nothing.
it was just yelling, and Caitlin Collins and the president yelling back and
huffed
forth.
back and forth
Huffing
at each
back
other.
and forth.
A little huffing
Yes.
match.
He called her a nasty woman. You're a nasty woman.
He likes to say that. He says it in a very endearing way, though, don't you think?
No,
Well, was she being nasty?
she wasn't. No.
She wasn't. Okay. Hey, Sylvia's Catering. Sylvia's Catering.
Yeah, Brandon went there last night.
You did. Very good. Yeah. So they had a ribbon cutting, and we've got a little B-roll. Let's.
No, it's a clip.
Oh,
It's
it's a
a
clip.
clip,
Oh,
yeah.
perfect. Let's take a look.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. Cause I speak to the pompatus of love. People keep talking about me now, baby. Yeah. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Don't worry, baby, don't worry, mama. Cause I'm right here, waiting at home. And I'm a bigger, and I'm a greener, I'm a lover. Sooner.
This has been a long time coming to be in this building. For those of you that don't know, short story, we bought the building. Thank you, Wriggles. You're here somewhere. We bought the building a year and a half ago, and we've really poured our hearts and souls into making it what it is today. We've been open for 3 years down in Brooklyn, and we're so excited to be in our new home. Real quickly, we named the business after my grandma, Sylvia, who owned a pizzeria in Allen Park, Michigan for 50 years. And that pirate right there sat on top of her sign for 50 plus years. So before she even bought the business, the pirate was on top of that sign. So she passed about a year and a half ago, and before she passed, she had since sold the business, but she was trying so hard to get this pirate down and brought over to our location here in Napoleon. And she was unfortunately not able to do that before she passed, but we thankfully have been able to do that, and as of 3 hours ago, he is secured up there in his new home.
Owner Elise Houston and Chef Allison, I believe. So very good food. Congratulations.
And the giant pirate has been restored to the top of the pole.
Perfect. It's getting busy out there. Don't forget, on Saturday, the Jackson Area Career Center and Agri-Science Department will be having their 15th annual plant sale. It's week 2 of the plant sale. It's 8 to 12 at the Career Center greenhouses. They have a great selection of annuals, perennials, vegetables, and a lot of hanging baskets. Proceeds go towards student scholarships. Last year they raised over $5,000. So check it out. It is Saturday, 8 to 12.
In Israel, there's a crackdown on smugglers. You know what they're smuggling into the country?
Red sauce.
Fruit roll-ups.
What?
Yes, fruit roll-ups are being smuggled into Israel because there's a shortage, and because of TikTok, people are wrapping ice cream in fruit roll-ups.
What?
And ice cream, the cold makes the fruit roll-ups hard, so there's a crunch. It's a crunchy snack.
Who's this gal?
This woman is the one that started it all. She rolled up some mango ice cream in her fruit roll-up, and that's her lovely snack. 661 pounds were smuggled in the last week. Wow,
It's just,
that's a lot.
wow.
You might try it.
She's, okay.
Yeah.
Brandon, when's the last time you've had a fruit roll-up?
Not that long ago, because
Really?
Yeah, I have a 7-year-old son.
yeah.
They're not that good, but you know what I'm back into? Gushers.
Oh, the ones that the gush.
Yeah, there's fresh squeezed fruit juices in the Gushers.
You know, that candy right now is taxed in Michigan.
What candy?
Gushers
Really?
and fruit roll-ups. Yes, they're being removed from the list of things to tax in the state of Michigan. So packaged candy will be tax-free pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness.
How about that?
Thank goodness. Today's show brought to you by Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill. They're located 3705 Ann Arbor Road, just east of the East Michigan Mire, and it's the former Tom's Grill. Daily specials, including a breakfast and Bloody Mary bar on Sundays, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're open for lunch, have weekly entertainment, and a banquet hall available to rent. Visit enchantedforest.com.
Yesterday, Grand Rapids Public Schools, they banned backpacks. No more backpacks in Grand Rapids schools. You know why? A third grader brought a gun to school.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
the third time in the last week that an elementary school student brought a gun to school in Grand Rapids.
I don't even like to discuss
I
it.
can't even believe it.
What do you say?
I don't know. They didn't.
You know, those are hard because who do you punish, right?
The parents.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, there are interesting circumstances, but yes, the parents for sure, but who knows? I mean, that's crazy. Goodness. Not good. Not good. Saturday is City Cleanup Day. If you're a city resident, you can take regular yard waste and standard garbage to the Department of Public Works on Water Street, and that's from 8 to 12:30, and it's free, but only for city residents. So it's a great way to clean up, great way to take care of the yard, and it should be perfect. So take all that stuff over to the
So you
DPW.
stay in your car and you hand the bag out to the
I
people?
don't know. If you want, you could.
Or you pop the
I'm
trunk?
sure there's a trunk.
Pop the
If you have a truck, yeah. Yeah, but there will be officials from the city and the Department of Public Works guiding you along. So,
Bring your driver's license because they're going to be policing.
Brandon, can I borrow your driver's license?
Yeah, I'll give it to you after the show.
Thank you. There's some few things. I live just outside the city limits there.
Busy night in high school sports.
Busy night. Let's get to it. Our scoreboard brought to you by Extreme Dodge. They'll get you in and out really quick at their new oil change building. And they have coffee, cookies, and pop. There's your baseball scores. Just amazing some of the numbers that are being put up by some of these teams. Columbia split with Leslie. East Jackson took 2 from Vandercook Lake. Grass Lake won both. Hanover won both. Chelsea beat Jackson. It was Napoleon taking 2 from Addison. Lakeview over Western. Look at that hit by pitch. Who took that, Sarah or Jeff?
Jeff.
Nice, Jeff. Yeah, it's like the kid laughing in the background.
It hurts.
He was in on it.
No.
He must have been. Go back to that shot, Noah.
He wasn't in
How
on it
could
'cause he's-
someone be laughing that? How could he laugh that? How could that Hanover Comet laugh at that quick at his buddy
Well,
being hit unless he signaled his buddy who was the pitcher on the other team to throw it at him?
It's highly unlikely.
I'm conspiracy theory. Anyways, great photo by Jeff. Girls tennis, Columbia beat Tecumseh, and Northwest having a strong season. They ousted Hillsdale. Here's what's coming up on deck. May 11th, We've got a little baseball, a little softball. Should be a great day for golf and girls tennis. And we will have highlights, scores, and more later on our website on the Extreme Dodge scoreboard on jtv.tv.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show lined up. We have Garrick Rochow from Consumers Energy right after this quick break.
With over 16,000 completed Sonneborn smiles, Dr. Sonneborn is the most experienced orthodontist in the region. We work hand in hand with every dental practice for your convenience and confidence. The staff of Dr. Sonneborn's office is trained to provide efficient, high-quality care. We strive to make each and every visit as pleasant as possible, working towards your dream smile. We take pride in our training, and the care we provide is second to none. Visit our welcoming staff and atmosphere, where we focus not only on teeth, but faces and smiles too. Over 30 years as Jackson's most experienced and trusted orthodontist. Visit us today at 1415 West Argyle Street in Jackson, or our second location in Battle Creek.
Dive into the rich history, art, and culture that Jackson County has to offer during the return of Experience Jackson's Jackson County Free Museum Day. On Saturday, May 13th, from 10 until 4, you can visit any combination of 10 participating Jackson County museums at no charge, featuring tours, kids' activities, historical demonstrations, and more. Coming Saturday, May 13th. Map out your Jackson County Free Museum Day plan at experiencejackson.com.
Your new ride is waiting for you at Avenue Auto. We've been giving Jackson great deals on pre-owned vehicles for 27 years. With 80 or more vehicles on the lot, each with a free warranty, we're your family-owned and operated choice in Jackson. Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Today's show is brought to you by Home Steady of Greater Jackson. If you have any eyesores you'd like to get taken care of in your home, whether that's a screen replaced, paint, door handle, or pretty much anything, Home Steady can take care of it. Sunday is Mother's Day, and Brown Floral is ready for you to buy that gift for your mother, grandmother, or special someone. They're located at 908 Greenwood. Stop by, say hi to Chris and the crew, and they will make you a wonderful arrangement, or you can do what I do and just pick something right out of the cooler and deliver it right to your mother. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th.
You can actually buy Brown's Floral.
Yes, I know that. You can. Chris, yep, Brown's Floral is for sale as well. So
Yeah, that'd be a nice Mother's Day present.
it would be, but you should have bought it before Mother's Day.
Joining us now is the President and CEO of Consumers Energy, Garrick Rochow.
Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning. How's everything?
It's a beautiful day. We won't be using much energy today, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a nice day out there.
These are the days you love.
I love these blue sky days. It's wonderful.
But we did. We had, oh my gosh, what a winter. Ice storms and wind and snow, and really taxed the company, and you guys had quite a response. It was a record-setting ice storm, wasn't it?
It was a record-setting ice storm, one of our second worst in our history. Some 485,000 customers were impacted, and first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all our customers who suffered and went through that outage. 97% of our customers were restored within 3 days, or had power within 3 days, but there were certainly customers that went longer, and our hearts go out to those individuals, and I want them to know we're continuing to work to improve our electric grid as we go forward, so customers don't have to go through that again.
Yeah, it's interesting when we see the storms. We're at home. Your crews are out on the road in the dark. Can't imagine some of the things they go through. working overtime.
Yeah, we have amazing coworkers. We had 600 some line crews out during the storm. We had thousands of people behind the scenes who are helping support. Just amazing work by our coworkers to deliver for our customers.
There you are, Gene Davis serving breakfast.
Oh yeah, I had eggs that day.
Did you?
I was serving eggs that day. So we served over 10,000 of our customers, not at that particular event, but throughout Michigan during the storms. It's just our way of trying to recognize that people are going through hardship without the power, and a way of giving back. In this case, eggs and waffles, and on that day, on that Saturday.
Yeah, Consumers hosted quite a few events after the storm to reach out to the community, and people are going to be seeing more of the Consumers Energy employees as it's a big week next week. Back to the office.
Back to the office.
Yeah.
May 15th. May 15th. We put in place it's a foundation of reestablishing our foundation, what's necessary for the future, and bringing our coworkers back into the office, minimum of 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And we're excited about it and what it means. There's a lot of reasons for doing it. Relationships happen when people connect one-on-one. That builds trust, it builds loyalty, it builds our ability to work and solve customer problems quickly, which is required in our future. It is also a great way, particularly people learn on the job. 80% of what they do you learn on the job, and you learn from a coworker in the next cube over or the next across the hall. And so we see that as a real need as we look forward to the future. And then finally, it's this commitment to community. We've been committed to jobs and involvement in our community, and a lot of that has stayed true during the pandemic, but it's about now working with our local businesses and communities like Jackson and across the state.
Yeah, change is inevitable, and this is just another change. I think during the pandemic, safety, of course.
Sure.
People can work from home. I think a lot of folks thought that might go on forever, but it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Carolyn Bloodworth can return to taking group selfies in the office.
Hi, Carolyn.
Carolyn's amazing, and whether it's obviously she leads our foundation, and she's an amazing force here in the community.
Well, do you have an electric car yet?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
In January, I took receipt of a Ford F-150 Lightning.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, and so I got it as soon as it was available. The day they announced they were going to make it and available to the public, I put my order in, and so I was early in the queue, and so I took receipt in January. So it's a fun vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun vehicle to drive.
It's a part of the company's commitment to renewable energy. You've got pretty ambitious goals to be providing energy from renewable resources and to step away from fossil fuels. And electric vehicles is one of those steps.
Yes, and we'll be out of coal by 2025, one of the first in the nation. But I want our customers to know that we will ensure reliability. So when they flip that light switch, they will have light, and that's an important piece. And it'll be in big part due to renewables. We're building 8,000 megawatts of renewables. That's a lot of renewable energy, but we're also having natural gas, which is a cleaner form of a fossil fuel. Cleaner, that'll be the backup. That'll be the reliable piece that'll ensure the lights come on when customers expect it to.
Forestry has to be just a big part of your future plans and things like that. You just can't predict what's going to happen during a storm, but these trees are not stopping growing, are they? It's crazy.
We have a beautiful state, don't we? I mean, it's tree cover, it's tree lined. It's a great place to live, and but there's a lot of those trees that hang over our lines, and we've more than doubled the amount in the last 3 years that we spend to go out and trim and cut trees across the state. There's some 70,000 miles of line. And so it's a lot of work out there, but we're doing a lot more of it so we can ensure reliability for our customers.
One of the things that I think all of us in this community appreciate is the amount of time, money, and energy the company and its employees give back to the community. We really saw it a lot during the pandemic, the meals and all the nonprofit support. And we saw a bunch of your employees out cleaning up the downtown and parks.
I was talking to the folks at the city, and Consumers did They did so well, they were done ahead of schedule, they said. But the city just absolutely loved this, and your employees seem to have a wonderful day helping out the city.
There's Mike Ross and some other great coworkers there. We had 150 out on Earth Day and Earth Month out volunteering here in the community to brighten up the community and recognizing Earth Day. And so it's just one of the many ways we give back here in the community, and the way I see our future too, from returning back to our facilities here, is also how can we continue to engage more in our communities, not just being present as we go back and forth to work, but how can we do more activities like this as well?
Yeah, as one of the largest employers really in Michigan, I think everyone's excited to hear the news of the return to office and going to see some more foot traffic and things like that. So it's exciting, very exciting times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of the employees are anxious to reconnect with their coworkers.
Right.
Can be pretty lonely sitting at home watching The Price is Right alone.
Well, I don't think they were doing. I don't think they were doing that. No. So they were busy. But you know, I was over at off Parnell Road at our other facility here north of Jackson just yesterday, and you know the excitement is building here as we approach May 15th. You can see people start to move back in the office. The energy levels are higher as people are connecting with one another, and that's where the energy is, and that's what's really needed for our future.
How are you enjoying your role as president and CEO? Of course, you've been with the company so long, seeing us through the pandemic and through these big storms. Talk a little bit about kind of your role and how you felt. You
know, it's amazing to be able to lead a great company like this that's been around for 137 years. But the credit really goes to our coworkers. They do the day in day work to deliver for our customers. And I say this, you know, I love our coworkers. I love this company. I've got a long history. My father worked for this company as well, and so we're so connected within the state of Michigan, but also Jackson. It's just a great place to be and to lead.
Yeah, a lot of multi-generational families, like Tom Bishop and Dan Bishop.
Oh yeah, legendary.
Yeah, and they watch every day. Tom and Betty.
Tom and Betty.
Thanks for tuning in. The future of the community and Consumers Energy hand in hand on a number of projects. Big contributor, both with you've got people on the board in Scott McIntosh and others at the Jackson YMCA, which we're getting closer to groundbreaking.
Yeah, we're excited what that means for Jackson. And I remember going to that YMCA when I was taking swim classes as a kid. That's a long time ago. Right. So it's in need of a good remodel, refurbish, and we're excited about the renovations that are on the way. And so Scott's, as you mentioned, an active member of the board there. We're proud to be a large contributor to that project, and it's going to be exciting to see that break ground. So.
Yeah, street actually with Jackson School of the Arts, the involvement with JATA, you're going to be part of Rider Appreciation Day
MLK
next week.
Corridor involvement as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, JATA Rider Appreciation Day. Yeah. You're serving hot dogs.
I'm serving. We're both serving. You want to come down and serve hot dogs?
Yeah, that's.
We'll send you an email invite.
That's what's fun about summer. Hot dogs, grilling. That's right. That's good.
Well, we appreciate what Consumers Energy does in our community here at JTV and your time with us here today.
Yeah, thank you both.
Appreciate it.
Garrick Rochow, President and CEO of Consumers Energy. It's National Nurses Week, and we actually have a couple nurses joining us in moments. Stay tuned.
There are many different kinds of noses. Our noses can sniff out all kinds of things. Good things and bad things. Your nose knows if those sniffles are just a cold, allergies, or COVID-19. So swab it. Test it. It's good to know.
MVP Sports has been providing the Jackson area with the finest custom apparel and select promotional items since 2006. We can take your corporate event, Employee Appreciation Day, or golf outing to the next level with expertly crafted shirts, hats, jackets, coolers, and even golf bags. As always, you can count on MVP for all your sports and school apparel too. No matter what your needs, MVP Sports has the equipment, knowledge, and expertise to make sure every order comes out just right. Whether it's embroidery or screen print, with outstanding customer service and design services, we make outfitting your crew or team a breeze. Stop in today and let's turn your ideas into reality. MVP Sports Store, 5000 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Subscription packages are on sale now for Wharton Center's 23-24 season. Subscribe and save on hits like Yo-Yo Ma, Moulin Rouge, Six, Step Africa, and more. Save your seat at whartoncenter.com today.
Cascades Humane Society is excited to announce the 2023 Paws in the Park, presented by Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning. This year, the fun will be had at Cascade Falls Park on Saturday, June 3rd. The event will feature a 5K run and walk for both people and dogs, and a shorter woof walk is available along with Kids Doggy Dash. The popular Ultimate Air Dogs will be back, the premier dog dock diving company where dogs run off a dock and are judged based on how far they jump in the pool. Your own dogs can compete. Also included will be vendors to shop, food to purchase, kids activities, pony rides, a petting zoo, and a vaccine clinic. Visit chspets.org for more information.
Jackson Reads this Saturday, as part of Museum Day, you're invited to visit Ella Sharp for Museum Day. They have all kinds of great things going on, and Jackson Reads will be there, and kids can get free books. There are 10 free high-quality books selected for kids from birth to 8th grade, so you'll have, depending on your child's age, a selection of books to take home with you. Meet authors, they'll be there as well. Jackson County Museum Day this Saturday from 10 to 4. Visit your choice of up to 10 museums. Good luck. Map out your route. They're all over Jackson County, and a chance to enjoy our museum's history and art free on Saturday.
We are celebrating Nurses Week, and with us now we have two RNs from the Jackson County Health Department, Matthew Budd and Cindy Wolfinger. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Happy Nurses Week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy Nurses Week, and we also want to mention your mom. Last week, she was introduced as the Teacher of the Year.
Wow.
Yes, very exciting. We're very proud of her.
Does she know it's Nurses Week this week?
You know, I don't know if she does.
Okay, well, let's make
She's
make
a daughter
sure
nurse and a daughter-in-law nurse, so
Okay.
we'll see what she does.
She might be just so overwhelmed still from the Teacher of the Year award.
Well, it really gives us a time to honor nurses, and really during the pandemic, we saw that, how valuable they are to our community, and for nursing, it's I think a noble profession. It's very giving. People are giving of themselves as a nurse. Matt, what was it about nursing that attracted you?
That's a great question. So right after high school, I became a nurse's aide and worked in long-term care, and I think from that, it was really just kind of a natural progression to learn more about health, well-being, keeping ourselves mobile and healthy, and I was just very interested in that.
And Cindy, how about you?
Yeah, so for a long time I did think I wanted to be a teacher, but then I realized I couldn't deal with that many kids at one time. But I knew I wanted to help someone or help people, and I really enjoyed the sciences. And then when I was in high school, a couple of friends actually ended up with some long-term hospitalizations, and I remember their moms talking about the nurses. And so that kind of inspired me, and so I eventually became a pediatric nurse, so dealt with those kids one-on-one instead of the classroom style.
So you both made it through the pandemic. Did the pandemic make either of you reconsider your profession?
I actually had a transition, and
Right.
So during the pandemic.
Right.
So I've had a few different nursing positions, but I was actually at St. Joe's Ann Arbor when the pandemic hit, and I was doing a lot of work with senior citizens and in schools, and I was doing outreach for the trauma program, trying to prevent injuries from occurring in the community, and then the community shut down. So for me, it was really looking at how do I continue to be a nurse and really work on primary prevention. Working at the health department is perfect for that because I can try to prevent illness, try to prevent disease, try to promote health before illness really occurs. And for me as a nursing driver, I started in the ICU and I saw people at their sickest. And I like to prevent as many people as I can from getting to that point.
Yeah.
Well, today's a significant day in the pandemic era.
Very significant day.
Yeah, it's a big day, and it's a happy day. So it's the end of the Public Health Emergency Declaration, the federal declaration that really kick-started off the mobilization of funding, initiatives by CMS, Medicare, Medicaid, and really a lot of the guidance that helped direct the pandemic response over the last couple of years.
So we do have some of those emergency services that are sunsetting, like you said. What should the community be aware of?
So some of the things that might change for us, COVID-19 testing is no longer guaranteed to be free. So that's one of the things that expires with this. So if you have any COVID-19 tests at home, great.
Bart's got about 2,000 of them.
I have a whole box.
Yeah. That's one of the big changes. There's going to be some changes potentially for like out-of-network paying for vaccines and things, but vaccines are still eligible. Your insurance should cover them in network, and I think any changes will be later. The big changes really came with like Medicaid eligibility, and I think a lot of people on Medicaid should have already received messaging from the state letting them know how to reapply and ensure that they're continuing to be eligible. But a lot of the changes for the things that we're doing in our community really stay the same. The guidance is the same. The CDC still recognizes COVID-19 as a public health threat, but we are having less and less people die each day from COVID-19 in the country. Still about 1,000 deaths in the US per week. But that's down from several months ago where it was about 1,000 a day. So, looking at last year.
Right.
So with that in mind, we're still monitoring, but not quite monitoring as strictly. We need to start looking at other healthcare elements and factors in the community to see what else we could be doing as public health.
Yeah, public health, that's your focus. Deputy Health Officer, and Cindy, you're a public health nurse. What's your day-to-day like? What kinds of things is part of your job?
Yeah, so I review all of the infant deaths for the county. So I look at everything I possibly can related to that death, related to the pregnancy, just to see what could we have maybe done better as a community that would have potentially prevented that death and will hopefully prevent future deaths. So I take all the information I find, de-identify it, and then present it to a case review team that I lead, and they're the ones that really help me kind of point out and figure out what can we do and what can we change. So with that, I do a lot of infant safe sleep education as well, because that is one of our leading cause of deaths, as you guys probably remember from October. So lots of kind of digging into charts, computer work, and then a lot of education out in the community as well.
Cool.
So you're able to, with this data, draw some conclusions, and our community has had not the greatest record in terms of infant and maternal health. What are your conclusions?
I mean, unfortunately, a lot of our deaths are prematurity related, and those aren't always preventable. But a lot of times we see better outcomes if we can get moms into care earlier on in their pregnancies. And then also, if there are more community resources, a lot of these moms either don't have a ride to these doctor's appointments, they don't have insurance, they don't know how to get insurance. So just making sure that we have people there to support those families.
So are you having basically pregnant mothers kind of skip certain steps?
Yeah, and it's hard because pregnancy has a lot of doctor's appointments, so getting to all of those is a struggle.
For sure, for sure, yeah.
And getting it scheduled around work too, so it's hard.
Well, and with that, you are a great resource for moms to be, and everyone is eligible to access all of
just
your
pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Do you guys answer any questions?
We answer a lot of questions, but we do have a lot of services for not only infants, but pregnant moms as well. Or I should probably say that backwards. We have a lot of services for pregnant moms and also infants that are here with us. Through WIC and maternal infant health and children's special health care services, and so we have a lot of services available.
Now, are you, as a administrator, are you less hands-on in nursing now?
I am. I did give a vaccine during the pandemic,
Oh,
so
very
that felt pretty good to still be able to kind of keep some of my skills alive.
Just one?
Just one, actually.
That's hilarious.
But I got to put into the effort when I can.
Yes.
But yeah, it does mean I'm a bit more behind the scenes. I still do get some interaction with clients in the community. I do try to make it out when I can, so that I can interact with people. Because of course, if I'm behind a desk all day, what good am I really going to be to identifying what the needs are in the community? So I try to talk with people as much as I can and make sure we're meeting their needs.
Well, we wish you both a happy rest of Nurses Week, and thanks
you.
for all you do in our community. We certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks again.
Matthew Budd and Cindy Wolfinger from the Jackson County Health Department. More of the morning show right after this break.
Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care, located in Jackson, Michigan. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. With options of individual therapy, family and couples, group counseling, psychological evaluations, we are here to help with all your mental health needs. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
I'm miles beyond my knee injury. I am Henry.
I use science to help families grow. I am Henry.
I'm a new mom with brand new lungs. I am Henry.
I made sure that the cancer in my chest never got to my heart. I am Henry.
I'm Henry.
I am Henry.
When you found your inner believer and all-around conqueror, you found your Henry.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Free books for kids. Jackson Reads presents Dig Up a Good Book at Ella Sharp's Museum Day on Saturday, May 13th. This will be the biggest book giveaway yet, with 10 brand new books each for 1,200 children, birth to grade 8. Plus a chance to chat with amazing authors, fun STEM activities, and so much more for the whole family, all for free. Don't miss out on Dig Up a Good Book at Ella Sharp's Museum Day, Saturday, May 13th from 10 to 4.
With 5 local dealers and over 300 vehicles on site, the American One Spring Car Sale is the best way to vehicle shop. Deals are happening from May 17th through the 20th at the Westwood Mall in Jackson. Now through May 31st, we are also choosing 2 people per month to each win 3 loan payments on us. See any American One branch for full promotional details or to get pre-approved today and discover why American One is home of the auto loan experts.
Today's show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishing. They're in their 3rd generation, and this month of May they're having huge sales. One is they'll even pay your sales tax.
Nice.
How about that? Check out Vermeulen's. They have new patio furniture in stock and ready to go. Thanks to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show and every morning show on JTV. This Saturday, the Around the Park for Autism 5K Run Walk is happening. You can sign up. Visit orsraceseries.com. Presented by JTV Experience Jackson Fortress Cafe and M&K Jetting and Televising. It's this Saturday, May 13th.
Joining us now from Andy's Angels and Andy's Place, Mike Hurst and James Allen. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going this morning?
Yeah,
It's
great.
going
nice
good.
to see you. Mike, the founder of Andy's Angels and the person behind Andy's Place. And James, I understand you're actually a resident at Andy's Place.
That's correct.
How do you like it?
I love it. Very, very tight-knit community. A lot of support.
How long have you been a resident?
Since middle of November.
So talk a little bit about maybe your path and how you got to Andy's, and then what life's been like once you got to Andy's place, James.
So about 2 years ago, I had a couple of beers, got my third DUI, went to jail for 4 months, got out of jail. I had lost everything being in jail. So I was staying with a family member, and at that family member's house was another family member who was a severe alcoholic. So I was part of treatment court, and the case manager and my probation officer were not real fond of the place that I was living. So they had recommended Andy's place, and I wasn't real too sure about it in the beginning. But then just the path that I'm on now, it led us there, my wife and my son. And ever since we've been there, I mean, I've talked often about the day that we signed our lease and were given the keys to our apartment, the sense of peace that I acquired. And I've never experienced anything like it. Like, I just felt safe. And like, I didn't have a lot of troubles to worry about. The stress was kind of removed, so I could focus on myself and my family. And the next step in life.
Had you even heard of Andy's place before?
I had. There were some required meetings that I was required to attend due to treatment court, but I really wasn't familiar with what it was or any of the dynamics of it, or the ideas behind it, or any of that. But I'm very hands-on, very, very curious person. So it did not take me long to start seeing Mike's vision, and now I am all about anything I can do to support it, because it's a miraculous place to be.
Mike, what James said about when he got that key to that apartment, is that something that you could have only imagined when you put the shovel in the ground?
That's what you're hoping for, but you never know how it's going to go. But really, so much support from the community has really made that happen. One person's not going to change the world, but I tell you what, a whole community coming together and supporting people like James and everybody else that lives over there. It's just amazing for them. They didn't know anybody gave a damn about somebody who had a substance abuse issue.
Yeah.
James, because you're in a setting where there are others in recovery, how does having neighbors in recovery, how does that contribute to the success of your recovery?
So, again, I've become very involved in the community, and it's for me, it's essentially a safety net. Like, I've got people that look at me as a role model. So if I were to slip and relapse, it's no longer just I'm letting myself down and my family down. Now I've got this entire community that's kind of looking at me, that's like, hey, But on the other side of that coin, if I were to slip, there's so many people that are there that care about one another. They're going to be there to pick me back up, and I know that, and that's really reassuring.
Wow, very wise, both ends of that statement. So we have a chance to help raise some funds and get our cars cleaned. When's that coming up? I'm coming to this.
So there's 5 dates over the summer.
Okay.
May 20th, June 3rd, June 17th, July 15th, July 29th. It will be from 2 to 6 at Andy's place.
So you guys, and the money is going to go to a summer camping trip. Tell us about this summer camping trip.
I think this is a great deal. Usually Andy's Angels, the foundation, pays to have them go somewhere. Like have them do something. This year they came and says, "Hey, we want to do the work. We want to raise the money and pay for our own way."
That's pretty good.
That tells you something about what's going on over there right now.
Yeah.
They're looking to be contributors to society, just like they always dreamed and wanted to be. And for them to do the work and put this together on their own, I have zero to do with this other than
You'll get your car washed.
I'll get my car washed. This is all about them. This is all for them, and this is all about them.
James, you'll be out there doing some work?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So the idea behind this actually, originally it was just going to be a small little camping trip, and then somebody had suggested, because Midland County is getting ready to break ground on Andy's Place 2. So I got with Pier 360 out of Midland County, and we are now taking Andy's Place residents and Jackson County recovery people, and the idea is to go up there and show support for Andy's Place 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be good stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like like some of the people in Midland were nervous about Andy's Place too. So this could be reinforcing the value of what that will be for their community.
Absolutely.
How's your wife and your child? How does that improve their life by being part of Andy's Place?
They get to see a sober dad.
They've got a better husband and father, right?
They've got and my wife, it goes right back to the reduction of stress. She's not stressed out. She's been able to go back to college and start working a brighter path for herself. She's also involved in some women's support groups and stuff that happen at Andy's Place, because recovery is not just for alcoholics and drug addiction. I mean, my wife is recovering from some of the stuff that we've been through in the years that we've been together.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, like I was just talking to Mike about, recovery is not linear. It's not just about alcoholism and drugs. It's recovery is everywhere.
Yeah.
In this little project, it goes back to what I always talk about a lot. When I ask somebody, how's it going? They say, well, I've been sober for 6 months. Well, that's great, but that's not what I asked. I want to know about recovery.
Yeah.
Sobriety is one thing, and recovery is another thing. It's great that you're sober right now. Now let's keep moving up the ladder. Let's get back to where you want to be in life. And so I push that a lot, and little projects like this that they came up with on their own. I think that's fantastic.
What? 2 to 6, perfect. 2 to 6 on the 4 dates. May 20th is the coming up, and these are all Saturdays, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect.
This could be your birthday present.
This could be my. I could. Would you take my car to go get it washed?
I'll give you the money.
Well, give me 30 because I'd like to leave a nice tip. That 20 is just for the car, but of course donations open as well. If you want to go above and beyond.
Absolutely. We hope a lot of people come out and take part in this and get to meet some of the people there and find out. Hey, just like anybody else, there's nothing strange about somebody because they got a substance abuse issue. No. They're just like you and I.
Yep.
And they're working to get back to be contributors to society, and I support that effort 100%.
We certainly do as well.
Sounds like for James, it's obviously life-changing, but maybe also life-saving for you to be part of Andy's Place.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Well, as Mike just kind of hit on, when I first started treatment court and stuff, it was about being sober, about not drinking. But then I moved into Andy's Place, and I'm like, wait a minute, my quality of life can just skyrocket being here. Like, it's not about me. It's about a community, being with folks that are like-minded, that are going through the same struggles. So yeah, quality of life is big right now.
Yeah, people out there, there's people we don't know that are struggling. What's your advice to them if you just had a message to someone that is struggling?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Because help is literally everywhere. And I think that was one of the hardest things for me. And I didn't really have a choice because I was part of treatment court, so they forced me to get the help. But I mean, before that DUI, I never would have reached out to anybody or anything I was too proud, right? I mean,
Well, I hope you have a successful set of fundraisers and as a result, a great camping trip this summer.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your story, James.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it. Mike, always great to see you.
Great to see you guys. Appreciate being on here and getting to spread the message out there that some great people out there that just need a little bit of help.
James Allen and Mike Hurst. More of the morning show after this.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment. Commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence. The confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Home is where the heart is, inside and outside. Increase the comfort of your deck or patio with a retractable awning from Addison Awning in Jackson. The touch of a button turns bright sun into soothing shade and reduces energy costs. Addison Awning is proud to be one of Michigan's largest awning shops with hundreds of fabrics and styles to choose from. Last year's demand created wait times, so order now and be ready for summer. Call Addison Awning in Jackson at 782-8473. That's Addison Awning, 782-8473.
Our new Express Oil Changes and More building has been a huge success. Not only do we have the best oil change prices, we top off fluids and do a 33-point inspection. All while you enjoy fresh-baked cookies, coffee, and popcorn in our new lounge. This month is our Jeep Freedom Day sales event with special pricing on all new Jeeps. Stop out to Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson, just off I-94 exit 141, or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the morning show. You've seen the
this
speed.
mine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The speed cameras where you can go through the red light, they take pictures of you.
By the way, I have 10 tickets I got from tolls the last few months in the mail.
Oh, that's
from
my
those
fault.
cameras.
You told me to keep going.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get the.
Well, in Brossard in Quebec, they have this sign, and it says, do you know what it says?
It says, let me cross the street, please.
It says educational traffic calming light. And the light is red by default, but will turn green when an attached speed camera detects an approaching motor vehicle that's driving under the speed limit.
Does Dr. Don O'Neill know about this?
If you're speeding, it stays red, and you're stuck there for I don't know how long. So what a great idea. It's in a
Is there a
school
surprise birthday party in the front?
Something's going on.
What the heck is going on out here, folks?
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, Pete. Unbelievable.
So who's on Monday?
Monday is a big surprise. I don't
Okay.
even know if I want to tell you who's
All
going to be
right.
on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Chris Giannetti with Believe the Hype. Rich Walicki and Kelly Narkowitz, they are helping put on the Tony Open golf outing. And then Amy Kinder from Jackson County Animal Shelter, Bark and Brew.
Wow, I might watch.
Wow.
On this afternoon show, Rachel Whitkin, Anthony Jackson, Denise Owens, Jennifer Scanlon, Hannah Shower, Carrie Benham, and more. We'll see you at 1.